Hmm. All right. All right. So we got the threats of a revolt. And then I was just reading here. It says, mm, when the Lord heard your words, he was angry, and he swore, not one man of evil generation shall look upon the good land I swore to give to the fathers, except Caleb. So, but is Caleb wicked? Caleb. California Lab. Son of J or Yay Phony. Stephanie. He should see it. It's a lot of Lord your God. So I told you these could be people that was started out one way and they got sired or they got changed and now they got to answer to the Valtori or they got to answer to an Alpha or they got to answer to some other kind of council because they're divine. They're taken out of other places and possibly grouped together with diaspora or other kind of individuals. But the Two of Swords can see something that somebody's got to go um, after what somebody did. That this kingdom is not going to be started here with this young girl and this child and this older man. I don't know if this was somebody's plot. You know, these are killers or something like this, I'm guessing. I'm wondering if somebody been gone. Shoot. A lot of stuff about garbage men or something. Haulers. Like somebody didn't get rid of somebody just to get access to their woman or their man. I mean, this land could be somebody as well that was given to someone as a gift, but somebody should have never been a mark. I wonder why they made me a mark. That's what makes me think there's another man here that would have been powerful or like a mighty person, like that know that in this day they would be in competition with me, so I wouldn't have any to fight with. They would strip of everything slowly or something like this. This is somebody that it could be a situation where somebody was never married to someone. They left right at the day of, but the ceremony went on with a clone. Um, yeah, the victory. So this means that nobody can claim any of these things that they attained or whatever they obtained by using my image or using me as like a pawn or something. They will have to give it to me on my land. Somebody want to share with somebody now, but it's too late. It's only to stop from their maybe a strange family or something, or from being sent away. It's like somebody's got to get a new lover or a lover in order to gain access to a vineyard or their land or something. Like there could be people that know how to do this actual thing. The Most High. Somebody took from the Most High and gave to someone else. They was taking this Knight of Pentacles action. Also, the sign of the dove. Like I could be the cup and this person could be the dove. But I don't know what they putting in there. This could be something to calcify somebody's pineal gland. Or to, I don't know, because I wonder if these are other women that was around this man that took this union with him. Like marry the queen, even though she don't know she the queen, and then go live this life with all these other feminines, and then come back 20 years later and say, oh, this has been a horrible wife to me. Look at this information that I was able to inspire on me the whole time. And then say, oh, look at these things that I seen this wife was doing or something. But somebody wasn't even living here, or I don't know what these people were doing. And there's certain things that would protect me as I'll say ascendant of the senior royals, that person, if they was found to be going against me, would not have that same protection. Like that's the way I would look at it. Or is it a good idea to try to claim this marriage and play around like that? Or find out if the shit never happened in the first place. So these people was basically grinding the gears of my kingdom like on a hijack. Like they hijacked the kingdom. Okay? Or I'm thinking about the planes in 9/11. They hijacked the planes, the airs, or the higher up energies here. It's like a hijack. Is what this could be symbolizing. And so God said, no, they can't, and they did something here to do it anyway. Or God said, oh, just let this one person in, and then this one person was wicked, just like, so you can't, in these cases, we can't say, oh, somebody is not going to do like the Father. No, they are to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to say. Because we could have beings on this earth that's not none of these people's children. We just got their genetics. We could have, I don't know where the hell I came from. I don't know what I am. But I am that I am. That don't know what they am. You go what I'm saying? So this could be why a large group of these people, if all these people was leaving inheritances for the earth, the world card energy for whatever reason, it's like I don't want to give it to her. I'm going to give it to my kids. Yeah, you could talk about that with your money that would be separate from what you got to pay in to whatever this is. It's like you leasing a store from me and you're not paying me my money to keep the store, or I don't know, it's something like this, a storehouse. So this could be like a Yabral the boss energy here that was taking the energy from his mother and giving it to a woman. Somebody could have even been saying that this is the mama, but I don't know. Joe. So this could be like a spouse is like being you. They have your intellectual property or they have something. And then this E person, whoever's name start with an E, somebody, this could be as a alpha, like in the beginning and the end, this Joe energy was using my energy as a drip or keeping me caged in my younger years. And then now I'm different. God is like, I'm different. Whatever I am now to this day right here is different than that. It's the same, but it just seemed like it's different. And now I don't know, because it's like the younger. Your aid. But your aid is just still giving me identity fraud energy here. Like also like you know how back in the day in school you it'd be two teams or something and they be picking from the group and like somebody's the last one to get pulled to go into you just end up in whatever group because you the last one. Like something like that. With that chin energy with that Queen of Swords, it's like now this Queen of Swords and we got the O or the World card energy here. So somebody is looking at this energy or something here. But I told you these the mothers of these energies, if these are my cousins and friends, were making clones in the background, I was not benefiting. They all had me trapped, the younger me, and now they're trying to have me trapped mentally. They could have physically had me bound somewhere, possibly the younger version here. Um, in order to act as though they are these prominent individuals or something here. And again, if they said the son of, so what if this is like a somebody with this last name Nunn, that really that was the mother in the in the industry or background, that was the mother, or somebody changed documents, or somebody else owned this person. Like he looked at this person like mama. I don't know. It's like was sired or turned. All right. The fact that the person was connected to me or using the drip from my younger me, or this could be back in the day. The person connected to me was able to enter by connecting to me. But what if the person wasn't? That's why I'm saying, what if it wasn't by a union? What if this is something else? Encourage him, for he is to give Israel its inheritance. So this could be Israel getting it, the inheritance of Israel, or this can be it, whoever it is, it the clown. Okay, this could be an underworld type of dark energy in the background, like a long leg or something like this. But this is not true. There's a lie. Either somebody didn't do it. Yeah, they shouldn't have did that to give this inheritance to whoever that is. Encourage him, for he is to give this to this person. So somebody is saying, go encourage the person. This could be a threat. This could be a sexual act. Your little ones who you said would become booty. So this could be BBL, or this could be little girls that was shaped funny and then they went and got a BBL. This could also be children that would become, you know, something that a litter that people could pick from. And your children who as yet do not know good from bad shall enter. So these could be people that can't see the wicked, or they haven't got brought into some kind of game, you know, something like this. But I don't know about this. Something just don't seem right. Somebody walking away. Because this would be like a mother, a godmother, like a real God that's supposed to be raising her flock, creating her flock, but somebody else was doing this in their stead. And you ain't never met these kids. And somebody might try to act like, why you acting like you don't know your kids? You must got dementia. No, these people were creating my narrative alongside of theirs. I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to do anything. You see? Well, I'm pretty sure these children, if they did make children from me, I think they look at me or they watch me, but I don't know them. This could be another reason why Jesus said, I don't know them, for I don't know you. Queen of Swords in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody could be, they could have a child here. It's like everything you thought was real is not. Like you say, oh, honey, I want to try for a baby or something like this. And then you start, you know, going in on doing what you're supposed to be doing. But in the midst of this, these people was drugging somebody or doing something else weird or trying to inseminate someone using transportation. This had to be, again, I had to say that this had to be admiralty law or maritime. They were using this. Somebody that was not supposed to be in that sector was using this for other reasons. I just, because they control even the air and water or something like this. Something is just not right. This Queen of Swords and this child could be in reverse because this child that this Queen of Swords in reverse has is not a son of David. This child was a part of this um, gang or whatever.
You don't have no cash?
Mm-mm.
You spent it earlier?
Mm-mm. Um, this child is a part of this ring. Like these are people that, again, divine. They broke off from the branch where it was getting, full and plump and getting to its perfect ripeness, and they went towards something. Stripping, rapping, the music industry, something like this. Like gang banging. Um it just, this is what it's just seemed like it's saying here. Like somebody, they got money. Get money. Somebody got money off of this or some type of acknowledge, some kind of something here. It's better than sitting there doing a lot of work, and to these people it's better than sitting there doing all that work and people just running you over. But it don't matter. It's, to me, it feel like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And the energy that I put out, it makes shit move. It don't have nothing to do with, these are real moves or something like this. It does something. It's you know what I'm saying? Just like I told you, these people that never had power before, they mixed up in the head. They shouldn't have the power now, but they're okay with just, they're okay with just having the knowledge or the wisdom. See, it's like copying off of what God did with Solomon. It's like they're okay with just having control of other people's lives. They're okay with being a weapon of mass destruction, being, average money or something like this. Not too much, nothing, like an average life, as long as they can use their abilities or their connections to kill people if they don't like them, or to get somebody to jump off a bridge into the ocean and kill themselves. Somebody likes to have that kind of power and then look like, what do you mean? I'm a part of that? I live in the projects. I don't even have nothing. I got food stamps and everything like this. But the power, somebody was taking these people in the lab or something and creating, like, not superhero, well, maybe superhero villainish kind of energies or something. But now, what if they make the person that they was created to protect? What if they start to target that individual just for fun? It's not fun with these regular humans. We just see. Let's try this with the Son of God. Let's try this with this person that's claiming to be these things. This. It's. I was just thinking about this earlier. It's nothing like, yeah, I'm the Son of God, bitch, and what? Because the people that ain't the Son of God is the ones that's doing that. There's the ones that's sitting in their seats in the dark and sending people out to kill people, or they're the ones that make you feel powerful. It don't feel like nothing, really. It don't, to claim that. And I feel like once people claim it, then the same way we seen with Jesus, that's when okay for them to start abusing somebody or something like this. And somebody's trying to, like, keep you trapped up in, you already beat the game. Somebody trying to keep somebody trapped in for a certain time limit, so you will now, everybody know. And now for 7 years, you sit there with that energy that you said, but it was supposed to be said, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think parents and shit like this and people, older people, didn't like me when I was little. What do you mean? Well, you're going to beat me to death? This is for real, though. Like me telling you, like the kid, oh, the little sister peed in the bed or something. Shut up and go mind your business. Okay, you mad at me, but it's the truth, though. The kid peed in the bed, didn't need to be changed or whatever. Like, I don't know what's, I don't know what you want me to do. And then people say, oh, you a know-it-all, or you this, or you that. I'm not running around here doing nothing because I think I'm the Son of God. That's the shit that pisses me off. This is why I can't let this live down. It's like the people that came like me before, that's who I feel closest to, I think, because nobody will understand. People claim to be like, oh, we anointed, we chosen, we chose, but they don't know. It make me mad that somebody can make millions and billions of dollars making a record off of All Eyes on Me, but that person might not really know what that was. I'm living that. Somebody else lived that, and they didn't make it out. And you see what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it. That's copyright, like right there. So even when they were trying to say, oh, with the Pac thing, they like, oh, well, okay, well, if they was trying to buy me and somebody like Drake or something like this, then okay, I can't see what he going through. I don't know if he could see what I'm going through or whatever like this. But it's like when they were saying, oh, Tupac family is gonna sue him because everybody was on it. But I'm thinking, well, okay, if it's, I don't know if it's because we see us or US or something here. Um, it's like, wait, how you doing that? When if me and this person is one, way back then, your person went in my Akashic records and got that futuristic information and then used it and for Muse to create a whole couple albums. Like, what we talking about? You understand? Because this was somebody else's work. Somebody was working on this. This could be you working in the dark, working in your head, creating some narratives here. And then a King of Pentacles get to walk away with this. Also, again, with an Empress in reverse. Like, this is my works, this is my family. Just think about it like this. You in a family, right? You dating a boy. You dating a boy. You whatever like this. Somebody hear about you, but you are looked at as like, no matter if that's your, see, they say that you poor, but thou art rich. Somebody could be looking at you because you got a name or you came from a certain family or something, but nobody really knows what the real deal. You could be a mystery, okay? But we could have been looked at as servants at that time, or somebody like, oh, you from that family, yeah, them servants or something like this, and then these people could have been like higher up, like they could have been considered merchants, or they could have been considered something higher on the caste system, totem pole or pyramid. So when they hear a last name, they're already thinking, I wonder what lands and stuff is tied to this person. I wonder how far this bloodline go back. They got labs and stuff that back them up. You just think you dating this person. You just talk to this person because they got you on a software for just servants. Now I could be a real queen or a princess, or at the time, or I could have been a king or emperor at the time. But somebody had my programming built or manipulated so that I wouldn't see anything higher than what the regular ant race people will be seeing on this earth walking around. Like, oh, I got to get a good job, have children, and, pay my bills and stuff like this. And that's my everyday grind. That's the highest that I'm thinking. Oh, I might be going to a birthday party at my Uncle Jimmy's house. But somebody, just on a regular, everyday, commoner peasant servant level, what commoner peasants and servants will be doing. But actually, I'm built for greatness. I'm built to be in the clouds with the gods. I'm built to be like a priest or something at the top. I'm built to be a merchant or higher or something like this. But they have me amongst these people. So now somebody find out this girl ain't really a servant girl like the rest of them. It's something different about this. Let's look into this. And somebody start lusting over what I have. Do you understand? At the same time, they could be jealous, but lusting over what I have. This is the only thing that I can think of, somebody coming up with some kind of plot like this. Because there could be other people in your family, members of your family, that their software was programmed higher than yours. This was allowing them to take advantage. But they was actually, some of you could have had your files replaced as a youth. And you the actual royal race, and somebody else is of a servant race. And they switched this. And for a long time, you got a big gap in your brain where you was supposed to be doing all this and doing all this for 30, 40 years. But somebody else was doing that because they swapped with you. So we got to think about this as a destiny swap. Ain't just somebody saying, being powerful enough to be like, swap my destiny with Emily Kojak. No. Somebody had to go behind the scenes and do something. This ain't like because you made a mistake. No, somebody could just right now say, I want this person to be worried about getting more sleep right now. And somebody could flip a switch. Just imagine this in the future. And you supposed to be getting ready to go run a marathon or play the Olympics. But John Brown find out his daughter in the Olympics too. And he work on the board that have something to do with people's motor skills or billing and codings or something like this, right? And so he's like, I know what to do. I'll call my old friend that coding, and I know what to do. And somebody put a coding in to make you very lethargic or something for the next couple months while you're training. Nobody's messing with, you see what I'm saying? They could mess with John Brown's just to make his daughter faster or something, or they could just fuck you over. And then this girl, that was your number one competition. She gonna be fat. Y'all was already neck and neck. That's why the person said, oh, you neck and neck with that person. Let me see what I could do. Now all of a sudden you sleepy, you tired, you bumping your head, you scraped up and bruised up because you're falling asleep on the field and everything. And this is not your natural stuff. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm drinking this. I'm drinking water. I'm running. I'm doing this. I'm practicing every day. I just don't know what the hell wrong with me. You go ahead and go for the Olympics. You running and everything. You doing whatever you're doing. And you didn't win. You should have won, man. You always been quicker, everything like this. And then a week later after the run, you back up normal again with the same agility. I mean, we have to just be real once we're realizing that some of us could be cyborgs or every fucking body could be. It gives a new meaning to, take accountability for yourself. And then you got the whole compromised internet with other people plugged in the metaverse and stuff like this. So it's not just like a server with no brain, no feelings, no reason to hunt you down, no reason to want to move you out of the way on some type of computer screen. No. Now you're talking about, mean girls you went to high school with. Every time you go online just to do something or look at something on your Instagram, there's threats or somebody's saying smart alecky things to try to throw you, off your rocker or piss you off or something. Like, this is a force. This is something that they're doing here systematically here. It's not about the core element, because as we measure this person, their core elements is not changing. They're not getting depressed because these people saying these things. But why should somebody that's just going on with their regular beat have to deal with this? The competition is over. The other girl cheated and won or whatever like this. Like I said, unless somebody wanted to do a full-on investigation as to why they and then find out that their component was taking steroids or they was taking limitless pills, or fucking lo and behold, a father was working behind the scenes, and instead of creating upgrades for their own child to make it to the next step, they were taking from their child and making upgrades for the people that made him happy when he was in the background stealing with these people. Okay? And even from the daughter, because none of these people had nothing. None of the people that they was with had nothing. It was only the mark or the daughter. All right? That has something. Money, abundance, finances, positions, opportunities. This race been expelled from having opportunities, but through the thank you for the blood of Christ, we can get through now. What were you doing? Planting my hair at places and crime scenes? What were you doing? At the same time, you're saying this person's so lazy. This person don't even get up and walk around and nothing. Oh, but somebody was going out there creating all these crimes? Like, I just don't get this could be what these people was crafting up behind the scenes. So now, why, if somebody's saying that you was in a high position or you was in the heavens, why did somebody kick you out of there for a certain amount of time and let all these people, because they knew that if you was plugged into or I was plugged into my Ace of Pentacles or my Ace of Cups and all these things, all my big tools, that they wouldn't have been able to get it past me. This is different than the Brahmin energy on the caste system of India, where there's got the 4 heads on that person. This is something that's more crucial than that even. I will give it and and they will shall occupy it. But as for yourselves, turn about and proceed into the desert on the Red Sea road. The ants go marching one by one. Somebody's aunties or people that could have played like aunties or fake aunties or something. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands, tarot. This could be like the older version of this Pat energy. This could be a Parham. Because I was just thinking about when I spent the night at her apartment over there by, it's something about that area. What was it called? Tacos El Norte? It's some buildings over there. Not right in front, but it's some buildings around the corner to the back. Can't remember what is over there. Like a gym could be over there. Something else is over there. And I remember when we went there and spent the night at because I got that earlier lion with the rainbow. Because no matter what we think, you got to look at the Bible. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at the circumstances here. If somebody, a man around you were to be, we found out that the reason why this person was doing this to their own child is because they had started, a mother of another child your age was given this person as a bride or something. That's illegal. Whether they slept with the person or not, it's illegal. So if you find out because this person left their Lord or left you or whatever and then married another or one of your friends over and over and over again and gave them your riches throughout the time, this is why somebody didn't allow this person to be a king or a ruler. That's why it was me. But these people use technologies to do what? Block me. This ain't nothing like, come on, get up, you can do it. There's none of that. This is something that's out of somebody's hands. That's why I like to talk about us taking accountability for ourselves. Yes, I've never had a problem with that. But I also like to talk about people taking accountability for going out of their way because of positions of so-called power that they have to adjust or manipulate something in somebody's life just because. And they should pay for that. The same way you would have to pay if you wanted to rob a bank and went and robbed it and you were successful and you thought you was living it up 2-3 years later, some footage come up, say that's that person. Go get you, take your ass to jail. Yeah, well, be glad you had fun for 3 years to spend that money. Because you chose to go up in there and rob that bank. Now we got a problem in the future, even now, if motherfuckers is using, if people are using crazy things that they don't even believe in, like the Bible. These is like devils using the Bible to say, oh, this person masturbates, or this person lied yesterday. Let's block this person from heaven. First of all, you're not even no judges of nothing because you're not even supposed to be up in here. You know, it's something crazy like this. It's something crazy like this. Because somebody could have some type of connection to you because they used to feed off of your energy or your good energy at some point in time. But they also did dirty things to you in order to keep on feeding off your energy and so they can feel real good and real fine. Do you see? You would have no way to get a lawyer or anything to protect yourself or move away quickly to protect yourself or anything. And then once you down like that, you one of these girls that's like probably on the street or something, unless you're a part of this team and you just acting to keep people off of your back. So the family didn't mind you going live and getting famous online as a homeless tarot reader or something. And it's just a skit. It's just to keep people off of what you really been up to. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And a real psychic seer or a real Christ energy can look at you and see the crimes right in your eyes that you did to her family members. And somebody thought you wouldn't be able to do that. Okay? So if I can see them, I know somebody else can see them. Okay? It's also giving me handlers or people. Oh my goodness, I keep dropping these cards. People using other people's, like embedding themselves in other people's families and taking handler positions. Because if a servant race or a slave race, depending on what type of indenture servant or whatever you would be listed as, they can't get their hands on the same type of things you can get your hands on to change somebody's life. They can't purchase other people and turn them into slaves like you could in another race or another bracket as merchants. Okay? Victory. So the thing you claiming me of doing, in order for you to do what you did to me as a real queen or a god, you would have had to have me forced down. I call it downcast syndrome. When outside forces decide to honor kill an individual because they're afraid of paying for crimes that many people have done and will send them to jail. So they do things to drown you out or beat you down or make you disappear or go quiet or something like this. This could be something that they did back with this pen tape. Like a lot of people they could have put in some type of imprisonment, but it was the wrong people. They could have put high caste people that was innocent in prison for their crimes. I'll just put this person's name down. We got busted in a big old gang fight at the club last night. I'm gonna put the police arrest me. Nah, I ain't got my ID, man. My name is this though. And then they put my name down as Charlie Brown or some shit like this. And that is actually my name is Charlie Brown. But now I got a record because every time this fool get in trouble, he got a fake ID and everything. They make him get a new ID right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Then what? Somebody else is going around here with that identity. So earlier I put something like they don't choose, I choose. So this could also be something like these people kept somebody in the basement instead of hooking you up to like merchants or something like this or whatever. These people kept somebody down in the basement because not for nothing, but they wanted to be able to rob you without you seeing it. Or me. It's not even, it's an attack or this is terrorism. It's not a war. A war is when two people got almost the same type of, infantry or whatever you call it. They got the same type of equipment like Russia and China. But if you go to like Papua New Guinea out there in the third world country with the United States government or our military and just start shooting at people, that's a massacre. You have to give it another name. That's a terrorist attack. Somebody living amongst someone for a long time, acting like they're okay, they're a part of us. Oh, we love America. And one day you rip off your vest and it's a bomb and you in a school or something. That's a terrorist. Or whatever your attack is going to be. I'm your husband, I'm your wife, and then one day I find out somebody's been using my identity and I dig deeper and it was actually my husband's family or my husband that was using my identity. That's a terrorist attack. You laid in wait. You can't call it a war. A war is like two groups on a common ground or something that's fighting against each other. All right? This could also be something when we're talking about it's so hot out here, y'all. This is something else here. So we got this Empress in reverse. This could be this Nisi energy. Somebody could have been again in a relationship with one cousin, but they were showing up in important places with another cousin. Okay. This is what somebody was doing. I feel like that's the Empress that's in reverse. It's kind of funny because I was looking at this here, and then I was looking at this card right here. I was looking at this image, and this Empress card fell out with this card in reverse. Okay? With this Empress holding that thing, and then I seen how her hand is attached to her sleeve right here, holding this thing. And I'm like, well, who is this Empress in reverse? And it just made me wonder here. This must be this. It gotta be. Somebody was using my genes or something like this at this time. And see how that little thing is in her hand? And right here, the hand is attached to this glove or sleeve or whatever's inside of there. There's two little parts in there. There's two little parts in there. Two little sections. And then we got the sun here. So I don't know, y'all, because I don't know. So whoever is in that version of this cousin in that image, it look like a robot. It don't even look like a person. Okay? It don't even look like a person. And I can't remember. I think that this is back in my apartment with my at my apartment with my black couch. This man manipulated these people but couldn't manipulate me or you, but somebody got lost in the sauce anyway, or your children did. Because there's a child in reverse here. Somebody did something to somebody's child with this Queen of Swords. And it's like, well, you find out about this. I'm not going to let these people go on and have a relationship or go on and do something. You murdered some people or something like this. Your ass is getting to the guillotine. Okay? I'm not going to allow you to keep on walking this earth with whatever this is. Like, if I'm the one that's the king now, like, all y'all done ran y'all course or something like this, I'm not going to let you walk out of here alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. Like, I don't, nor the rest of the family or the large conglomerate that you was with that thought that shit was okay. I got to get that out of the way in order to, like, what y'all, okay, these are people that pretend, okay, because this is why I'm trying to think. These boys been doing pretend wars all this time. Demanding the respect for something that they didn't even do the work for. The real of us could be plugged into some system, and we so tired because our energy been the one spearheading these wars or something and not getting no kind of respect or nothing because it's a woman. Well, then just lose it. Why would you go and steal from that woman and drain that woman? Lose the war then. You don't want to pay? These could be separate sectors too. Like, these people that made this shit so disgusting. But these are people that got messy minds. And so they got messy minds. They never cleaned up clutter, abuse, things like this. They just went on and treaded the world and started doing it to everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's acting like they're adding something and you're not adding anything. These people are draining me or whatever this is. So somebody's saying pretty wings to fight with, but it's saying here, warn them, do not go up there and fight. I told you, somebody trying to lure somebody towards something. Lest you be beaten down before your enemies, for I will not be in the midst. Somebody is not there. Like, I don't know. I don't even have to talk to these people, so it's really not. Somebody's like, oh, learn how to fly or talk fast. I ain't even talking to y'all. Like, this is kingdom stuff. You're not gonna keep people in the kingdom if you found out that your man was making plans against you with your ladies in waiting. You're not keeping them in the kingdom. Somebody tried to keep you out, and they talk about they're innocent, but I don't think so. Look at this. Whoever this Nine of Cups energy is in reverse. Somebody saying that they're innocent and they're not. They're not. You're using peer-to-peer communication to appear innocent. It's all. You've created a digital empire. It's all. These people just lure people in here. Somebody could even be in jail or something. But you won't listen. In defiance, and the Lord's commands, you arrogantly march off into the hill country. Somebody is still doing something. 44 could be significant. All right. But nobody didn't warn nobody here. No, they didn't. Somebody is a straight the fuck up liar. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because even when I'm telling you, even if this is considered like the hill country where I'm at right now, maybe somebody's warned from not coming here, or somebody's trying to say, we warned you not to go there, but you didn't. Matter of fact, I think my mortgage difference was $27 or $28 from the house in Kenosha that we picked. We would have just been moving like right around the corner up the street. And I cried and cried for that house. And I think that somebody else bought that house that was familiar with this case. They bought that house that I wanted, and they fixed it up, and they lived in it. It felt like it was a copycat, somebody like me. And I did not want to move it, but he loved it. Oh, then we get here. Oh, I love it. I'm never leaving this house. You know, and I'm like, motherfucker, like, no, we got about 10 years. We getting up out of here. But it was either that house that I loved, and all the 5 bedrooms was upstairs. Everybody had their own room and everything. Or it was this house. You're running scared. So this is not, no, you sent me up here and you went back to Kenosha and built something without me to murder me. You left me out on a cliff. I have something very or something like this, to be raped and pillaged without protection, without the wand. Now this wand, this could be a king of wands. This person was dicking around or something like in the industry or something already. This is somebody that was already in the 5G. This person, they will not have to cheat on you in the physical. This person was fucking people like Beyonce and them in the industry. So why would they be fucking you or me that it was left out of that energy when you the actual king or queen? If you wanted to fuck with somebody, you was probably fucking with people on a regular basis, commoner, peasants, and servants, or motherfuckers that was coming in here acting as that's what they were. And they was just taking your good energy back and bringing it and dispersing it with people. But that's what I'm saying. But no. Now this could be back in the day. This could have been also right before Obama got in office.
Checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Help me sleep at night. What's in your wallet?
Like bees. Oh. Okay. Cutting you down. And seer as far as Horma. This could be homes. On your return, you wept before the Lord. He did not listen to your cry or give ear to you. I told you somebody did something on purpose here. That's why you had to stay as long as you did at Katie's or Candace or Katie's. Katie's, this could be the next door neighbor of mine. Okay? In Kenosha. This person could have had my child, or they could have been saying, yeah, your mom said you got to stay here with me. A child wouldn't even understand what the fuck is talk. I couldn't stand that bitch and she couldn't stand me. So if somebody was holding my child hostage at this lady's house, you understand what I'm saying? They were holding me hot. This is like these people are Game of Thrones, a fantasy gang group off of some body that never grew up, that always watched like shows and brought that shit into reality or something. And I'm a real motherfucking royal, regal queen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing, or I follow what's going on in the Bible. That's my thing. So what are you doing? Okay. So they could have had somebody there at that girl's house, locked up in the basement or something. That means that the person's kids must have grew up, looking and poking and prodding at the person in the cage or some weird ass shit. Cause then I was thinking about the little thing in that swim pool looked like a person is drowned in there in the aerial view. But then that made me think about those apartments with Queen of Wands, Tarot, the tall, skinny Pat person. She remind me, I don't remember the Auntie Pat being that thin and tall, but she remind me of her. Okay? And she had a girlfriend. My girl got a girlfriend. So this could be the same. It's not to bust people out because I don't think she privately gay. Shit. But I just remember they had that swimming pool right next door. I mean, the swimming pool in that same building. It was a tall, kind of old kind of building like you would find in Chicago or something. It's the odd of buildings. Because later on, then the play sister, she moved there with her boyfriend Mo. So they could have been had the young version of me transporting this child around, keeping it in the basement, keeping it somewhere. Like, I don't know what these people was doing here. I don't. It showed wasn't pampering somebody and treating them like a queen and stuff. This would have been like somebody, you know, lurking around in the dark or something, using this person for something. I don't know. This Queen of Cups just